What is up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with another clip that Yeet has found, which explains why Hasan is such a disgusting human being. Because there's no excuse, no reasoning to sit there and not denounce horrific things that people do to other people. And the fact that in here, this dude literally, while talking to Philip DeFranco, this is a quote. It doesn't matter if our word happened on October 7th. I was telling this doesn't justify genocide at all. Like, it literally, dude talks about how Hamas is 1,000 times better than Israel, even if October 7th really happened. There's video proof of what they did to those people. They abducted a lot of young ladies and they did a lot of horrific things to them. Okay, so let's see this. Right, let's see this.
Because right, you've been to get closer to the primaries, though. I mean, we are going to see these things coming out of like just people, you endorsing people or you being with people, people trying to use things that you've said and done. So we do have to talk about that while I have you on, right? Because
Yeah,
right, you've been accused of calling Orthodox Jews inbred.
which is funny because Hassan's uncle recently just came out that his grandma and grandpa are actual first cousins. So Hassan is inbred. So it's kind of funny. So he probably does have an actual take on his own side that he can say, "Oh, they're inbred."
Comparing Zionists to neo-Nazis, dismissing reports of sexual violence
I love how he calls Jews neo Nazis.
on October 7th, saying, I believe the quote, and once again, it could be a clip, so we'll get to that. It doesn't matter if it happened on October 7th. It doesn't change the dynamic of me. And posting that Hamas is 1,000 times better than Israel.
You do not see Israel going out there grabbing a whole bunch of innocent women who have no part of a war and then raping them and putting the videos out on the internet. Okay. Are they like innocent little baby kind of peoples? No. Do they probably do horrific stuff? Probably. But the thing is, if they do, people who don't agree with it will easily say, yeah, no, that was horrible. They shouldn't do that. Whoever did it should be like thrown in prison or literally executed for doing horrific war crimes.
Which of those things would you say you stand by? Which of those things would you say you regret? And which of those things do you think are being misrepresented? I think the ones that are being misrepresented pretty egregiously are like it doesn't matter if rapes happened on October 7th or not, because that was actually an argument that I was having fairly early on with a chatter who was denying sexual violence or the likelihood of sexual violence happening. I was telling him that this actually doesn't change the dynamic of genocide. Like, this doesn't justify genocide at all.
No, but you also did not denounce what they did, and you also refuse to sit there and say, yeah, they shouldn't have done it, and all of the people who are a part of it should be apprehended and should be tried for war crimes.
But that one has been misrepresented pretty egregiously.
Wrong.
As far as the inbred comments goes, there's like a massive compilation of this out there of me like calling any kind of like ethno-religious, racial supremacist an inbred, because a lot of these ideologies do revolve around genetic purity. But
Your family slept with itself. You really like come on, dude.
the idea that it's like directed at Orthodox Jews is ridiculous. It was specifically talking about like, settlers and settlers destroying aid and things of that nature. But I do understand that it can come across as insensitive. But so I will, as I told Politico, I believe, or the New York Times, I'll try to be a little bit more careful with my language there. As far as the differences between Hamas and Israel, I mean, that I do stand by. I don't have an issue when people point to that to say, how could you say such a thing?
So you're basically justifying what Hamas did to all those innocent people who are none of them were part of the war, none of them were fighting, none of them were doing anything other than having a party.
Because my counter always is, okay, well, then argue against it. Explain to me why Hamas is a larger danger to the world, or a larger danger to the Palestinians, or a larger danger to Israel.
They go around chopping people's heads off. They have murder and rape gangs all over the world. You have people literally getting killed just for being gay. So, I mean, literally, what is it you want us to sit there and say? There's proof out there, but you clearly don't care.
Israelis than Israel is, because Israel has committed a genocide. I think that it comes across as
You can say the same thing about Hamas when they sat there, went to that party, decided to kill a whole bunch of people for no reason, and went in there and raped them. Okay, you want to compare certain people to Nazis. What did the Nazis do to the Jews just because they were Jews? They were experimenting on them, they were murdering them, they put them in prison camps, right? Well, and that was considered a genocide. So, what did your people do? What did Hamas do? What did Hezbollah do? Huh? What did the jihadis do? They did a lot of horrific things to people, even to their own people. Most of their own people live in fear and won't say anything or do anything because they're afraid of the repercussions that are going to happen to them. Come on, man.
Like a statement that is out there because it's not one that you hear.
To get close to the primaries, though.
So,
I mean,
yeah, that's Hasan, of course, clearly being okay with October 7th, justifying what happened in October 7th, despite him saying, "Oh well, I wasn't saying it was okay, but I was just telling chatter like, well, yeah, it kind of happened, but then at the same time, it doesn't justify genocide, dude." So you're gonna like sit there and say, well, it was okay for Hamas to sit there, grape all those young ladies, murder a lot of them, and then post the videos on the fucking internet to also embarrass the living shit out of them in hopes that either A, their families are gonna want anything to do with them, or B, they unalive themselves because of embarrassment, because millions of people probably saw what happened to them. So you're justifying horrific things to be done to people because horrific things were done to people. Your people are not people of peace then at that point, are they? If your people are a people of peace and you believe in peace, why are you not going to the table to have a conversation about borders, laws, and making sure that everyone gets along? Why are your people not doing that? Like, dude, like seriously, like you can't make this shit up. The fact that he is okay with what Hamas did on October 7th, and he literally says, "Oh, they're 100 times, 1,000 times better than Israel." What the fuck, dude? Like, are you serious? Like, literally, as far as Hamas and Israel, that I do not, I do stand by. Uh, explain how Hamas is larger is, yeah, Hamas is a larger danger to the world than Israel. They really are. But that is once again Hasan being an idiot, and he wonders why he is unpopular. Like that right there. That right there is a very unpopular take, considering the fact that you're justifying the rape of a bunch of innocent women, and it's all because, oh, Israel attacked Gaza, or Israel attacked Palestinians. They attacked because they got attacked. How about y'all stop attacking each other? And this is on both Israel, Gaza, Hamas, like all that crap. How about y'all just stop attacking each other? Stop calling your religion a religion of peace and understanding when you're literally killing people who disagree with you. Like literally, just insane. Like just freaking crazy. And he wonders why he's unpopular and candidates want to like keep a distance from him. Like, dude, wake the fuck up. Remember, check out W.GG and use my code TacticalGaming90 if you don't know what W is. They're kind of like G Fuel and all that. They're an energy supplement company. Non jittery, zero sugar. Just came out with a new flavor, sour gummy bears. Check them out. Use my code TacticalGaming90. Link and all that will be down in the comment section down below. Pinned comment. Use that, I get a little bit of a kickback. So hopefully, y'all enjoyed this. Because like I enjoy making clips of this dude. He is quite literally a flippin' idiot. But that's Yeet. Always check out Yeet on X. The dude always finds the greatest clips. So like, share, subscribe, stray free, spread the word. Love you guys.